Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's Monday morning. I'm pretty much settled in, almost ready to go. Full force here in the States. Battling a little bit. Almost every time I come here out the first weekend, I get the sniffles of some sort. I think it's either the pollen or it's getting used to being in central air conditioning again. But it's okay. It's nothing bad. It's starting to clear up. I'm pretty much settled in. I've cleaned my room. I've made it really efficient. I've got my workspace set up. I got cellular service this weekend for my phone, and I've got people coming today to hook up a new Wi-Fi or new internet. So hopefully I'm all ready to go, and now it's time to jump into all these projects that I've been talking about. And I'm going to be a busy person, really, really busy person, and that's actually part of what this is going to serve today, what I'm doing now. So anyhow, subject today is low-fat, raw vegan, new daily habit, new daily ritual, something I'm incorporating in on a regular basis now, and I'll tell you why. I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you'd hit that subscribe button now and click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Well, as you know, I told you, God, probably back 6 months ago that when I got here this summer, the fitness thing was on. You know, I've been going to the gym. I didn't go this weekend because I went out of town on Saturday, and Sunday was a rest day, but I'm back at it, and I'm probably going here fairly soon after doing this video. Having breakfast this morning. I'm having myself a big green smoothie, and actually this one's so big there's a little bit left in the Vitamix there. I will wait to drink until afterwards. Those green smoothies get a little messy with all this hair. But listen, I've talked about the green smoothies, so the green smoothies are nothing new, but just because of, you know, what I'm wanting to do in the gym, and because of my lifestyle these days, and because I'm real focused and I'm going to be staying really busy, I've decided to make these green smoothies like a very big mainstay of my daily routine, my daily diet, and I'll tell you about this from a couple of several different aspects. Well, one thing is, let me show you. This is my basic green smoothie here that I like to drink a lot. This is about 7 bananas, I believe. 6 or 7 bananas, spinach, tablespoon of spirulina, and a tablespoon of chia seeds. Oh, and this is a breakfast one, so I put just a little bit of cacao in there. I probably won't do that in the second one. Now, this is pretty much going to be the base of the smoothie, and I've decided I want 2 of these a day because, you know, you've got the fruit, you've got the greens, you've got that little bit of good fat, which helps you absorb a lot of the good minerals and nutrients in the greens. And then the spirulina, I just like it because it gives me that little oomph when I'm working out. I know some people don't dig the spirulina, and somebody out there will give me some like the detailed information on the evils of spirulina, but it won't do anything. So these are going to be the base, 2 a days. Now I'm not going to tell you exactly that they're going to be the same amount. I'll play into that, and that'll be depending on, you know, other factors, like if I've got other things to eat for the day that, you know, I want to go ahead and eat. So I'm not going to be obsessive with it, but pretty much, yeah, I'm going to have 2 of these every day. And also too, that takes a lot of the guesswork out of things. I've done that before where I just kind of go in a pattern, eating really simply or eating, kind of being repetitive with it. And when you already know, let's see, what will that be? Like if I'm talking two smoothies, probably, okay, we won't say there'll be 7 bananas in either, but we'll say anywhere from, there'll be 2 smoothies a day, which will consist of, you know, 12 to 14 bananas, a lot of greens, because I do mix those greens up. That's important. I don't just like stick on the spinach. I go back and forth from spinach to kale. If I can find some other good greens around here, maybe some arugula, I'll go with that too. So you do need to rotate those greens a bit. But yeah, it'll be about 6 or 7, 12 to 14 bananas a day, a lot of greens. Now the seeds, I will probably mix that up a little bit too. I'm not going to have chia seeds every time. I'll have hemp seeds. I keep hemp seeds around the house as well. Now what that does is, you know, you have your good, especially with the chia seeds. Now they both have good ratios. Both are good for the omega 3s. Omega 3s, yes, I have to think about those sometime. But the chia seeds are better. The chias have a higher ratio of the omega 3s in them. And I believe but the hemp seeds have a little bit more protein in there. So for going to the gym, that just fits in, you know, having those seeds in there. So I'll probably mix it up back and forth with no regularity. I mean, I might have both chia seeds in both smoothies one day. I might have hemp seeds in both one day. I might mix it up. You just never know. The spirulina, I will have spirulina. I try to have a tablespoon of spirulina every day. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I do kind of like the fact that I'm really going to be intense with the physical, so I might do, you know, a spirulina in a scoop of spirulina or a tablespoon of spirulina in each one as well. The cacao, not so much. I do use cacao, and like I say, cacao is another one of those that has this very polarizing. Does everybody out there have an extreme on every single thing? They have these extreme views. There's either, you know, on the one hand, you've got the floating people that are worshiping cacao and talking about gods and goddesses and the ancient this and that. And then there's others that'll tell you that cacao is evil and it's horrible and it's a poison and blah, 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 blah. That's all I hear, kind of like that teacher from the Charlie Brown. When people get into that stuff, I'm just like, wah, 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 wah. My eyes roll back a little bit. You know, I'm somewhere in the middle. I like to use a little bit from every now and then, but then sometimes I notice, yeah, I'm using more than I need to, and I pull back. So I'll have a little bit, you know, maybe especially in the breakfast one, but I'm going to probably not use a whole lot of that in these smoothies. Now, every once in a while, I'll mix in there some blueberries. Once I get through these good blueberries. The blueberries are too good to mix with greens right now. Because the greens, I love the taste of greens. Greens are okay to me, but those blueberries are so good that in a green smoothie, it just kind of overshadows the taste of the blueberries. So anyhow, like I say, this will be good for 3 reasons. This is going to be a good base with me doing a lot of exercise, a lot of strength building exercise, resistance, cardio. I'm working out today. I'm doing, today is chest day, chest, shoulders, triceps. If they get my internet installed early enough, I'll probably do a 2 a day, and I'll go back to the gym late this afternoon and like hit the heavy bag or row, or there's really good Concept 2 rowing machine in there that I've been looking at workouts on this weekend. So that's going to give me, you know, that's solid. That's a solid, you know, nutrition just in those 2 smoothies for the day. Number 2, it takes a lot of the, you know, it takes the thought process out. It frees up the mind. You know, I've gone on very simple things before where I'll eat the same thing day after day after day after day. Now, some people get bored with that. Some people have to change up every meal and everything has to excite them. But for me, that just frees up your mind so you don't have to, every time it comes to you get hungry or it comes to being time for eating, you don't have to sit around, okay, what do I want today? You just, you know, you just kind of are on cruise control, and you do it and you get it done. And another thing is just the simple convenience of it. Besides, you know, be it trying to be extremely physical, getting back in the gym, trying to get in really good shape while I can take advantage of it, being around a gym and good facilities. I need to do a lot of work too. You know, once this internet, it's on. There's no more talking about doing it. Once I get this fast internet today, between being in front of a computer screen and watching YouTube videos on, you know, on various subjects that's dealing with what I'm doing now with this e-commerce, I'm going to be crazy busy. So I don't really have the time to be, you know, fixing food, preparing food that takes a lot of prep all the time. And I don't have the time to think about that all the time. I just need my mind free. I need to make it. Boom. I can sit and sip on this. This is perfect. Smoothies. And, one thing too, when I'm sipping smoothies while I'm working or doing something else, the doing something else, you know, occupies part of my mind, and I tend to make them last, which is good. Instead of, you know, sometimes if you're just like really hungry or you're just watching TV or something, you'll gulp down a smoothie. I like kind of taking my time with it, you know. I don't chew the spinach smoothies as much as I do the kale smoothies. When I have kale, I make it, you know, there's usually a little bit more texture to it, and I actually kind of simulate chewing while I'm doing it. But anyhow, this is going to be the base for a while. Who knows? And like I was about to do a video, but then I kind of went in this direction, talking about if all else fails. You know, if the fruit goes away. I mean, I'm getting some pretty decent fruit right now. I've had peaches. I'm going in search of cantaloupe today. A friend of mine told me where to get some good watermelon. But at some point here, you know, all of that will get kind of scarce, and it's not regular. So, you know, who knows? Maybe at some point I just go to ground. So I can always get this done. If all else fails here in Alabama, I can rely heavily on green smoothies, because I can always get bananas, and I can get these big bags. I can get these big bags of spinach reasonably priced, and I can get big bags of kale reasonably priced. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to kind of roll on here for a while. Especially till I go to Woodstock. Woodstock's sneaking up on me. It's like I got to finalize everything on that and get a flight, or figure out if I can catch a ride or something with somebody, because that's just a little over a month away. But anyhow, gonna have this smoothie, get a few things done, and then it is off to the gym for the first time today. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.